So I'm very pleased to be here this afternoon in the Sheep River Library with WayneHill, one of the newer candidates for council in Turner Valley. And we're going to go through the next little while to give Wayne himself a chance to expose his platform a little bit. But what I'd like to start with a little bit, Wayne, is your history in Turner Valley. How long you've been here, what brought you here, what sort of family do you have? Just give us a little general introduction to you and your family.
Sure, yeah, I moved here in 1992 with my parents and my sister. We moved from Okotoks. The way I understand it is I have a longer family history here. My great aunt went to high school in Turner Valley. My aunt was born at the old Turner Valley Hospital. My grandfather worked for the Pembina gas plant here. So I have deeper roots here in Turner Valley, but we moved here in 92, started school at C.M. McLaren Elementary and followed school through right to high school and graduated. I had many part-time jobs. My very first job was delivering the Calgary Herald on my bicycle in grade 6.
Yeah.
Until winter came, obviously, and then I was allowed, to get a ride in the vehicle and deliver that paper. Yeah. Everything from washing dishes at the local restaurant to working at the golf course, learning how to cook, until I started my construction career, and then I moved to Calgary for less than a year. My wife moved here from out east with her 2 kids. Met her, moved back to Black Diamond, and we started to raise our family there. Our kids have taken part in Little League sports, soccer specifically. Both finished high school at Oilfields, so they'll be second generation Hills to finish at Oilfields junior, senior. My youngest, or our youngest, Paige, goes to Turner Valley. She's a Turner Valley Tiger, and we're putting her through Oilfields junior, senior high as well. Yeah. So yeah, the family runs pretty deep here, and like I said, I've been here since then.
Excellent, excellent. So you would represent the typical young family in Turner Valley if you were to get on council.
I think so. It was part of the encouragement I received to make this decision to run for council, was other younger families like myself, through growing conversations that said, you should run, you should try and be a voice. So that's the goal.
Well, that's excellent, because I think that that would complement any council with that skill set. Maybe you could just go through a few of your particular interests that you see in terms of services that are available or services that could be enhanced in Turner Valley.
In Turner Valley, in the wintertime specifically, I used to rent out the outdoor arena in Black Diamond and host gentlemen to come play a couple hours of shinny hockey. The Turner Valley Outdoor Arena got a bit of a facelift, but through some outdoor times with our youngest out on the ice, I'm sure we could try and explore how we can make that ice more usable for more people. COVID pending, obviously. I know it's tough to get groups of people out together, but hopefully the goal is to see that ice surface being used for free skate, or all of our little young ones learning how to skate. That ice is great, because I know that ice time in Black Diamond is tough to come by, and when we have a rink right here, why not utilize what we have? The ball diamond in between the towns, I think, is a great addition. I played Little League softball in town. I'd love to see the kids back out there playing ball in the diamonds. We've got the one at the campground here, and the one, there's one at the school. So the sports for the youth, I think, is going to be a good one as well. I loved it. We always have hockey, obviously, but kids are interested in so many more things. So let's do that. I like to see that soccer and that baseball take off as well.
Yeah, so you'd be a good supporter of recreation for youth in general.
Absolutely, yeah, you bet.
It's a healthy way to have them spend their time.
Yeah, and I mean, as we all know, we can all use that physical activity, especially the more that we're trying to be confined to our homes. Let's get out and have some fun with it.
Yeah. What about parks and pathways? Any comments on that?
Yeah, I've been hearing some feedback about the desire for some bike paths, and I really like that. We have a great green backyard in Turner Valley. I'm sure that if council, and the mayor can come together and make that happen, I think that would be a great thing to have families on bike rides. The streets can be busy, and if economic growth takes off the way we are hoping, they could be busier. So some bike paths keeps the kids off the sidewalks, but also gives families and kids places to go comfortably and safely ride.
Right. So all services cost money, and so in order to help pay for some of these ideas, what are your thoughts on revenue, like economic development, for example?
Well, I'm kind of a realist in my expectation as just a regular citizen is taxes I don't foresee ever going down. I've never actually seen taxes go down. I'm not a supporter of them going up either. A nice freeze or a break would be lovely. So yeah, I'd like to see how previous council has been utilizing the tax dollars for some of these services, and if there's room to put some of these to some more use, or maybe to rearrange a little bit of it and put it to some of this public work. I think that would be a great way to help promote this family prosperity that I'm looking for, as well as not increase taxes. If we can encourage businesses to set up shop in Turner Valley, follow suit with the new project going up to the post office, then perhaps maybe some of our small business income can help equalize some of the tax dollars that are being stretched.
That's right, yeah, revenue growth can't come that much from population
That's
increase,
right.
so if it came from the business side, that would probably be a good idea. Do you have any particular ideas on business development?
You know what, I have quite a few ideas. I know competition generally isn't always welcome, but at the same time, competition also helps promote shopping locally. Even if it's a chain, we're still promoting a local business owner who may have set up a chain in town. For instance, the Dairy Queen going up in Black Diamond, I really enjoy this idea. I think that was a great move by the town of Black Diamond to allow that. They have the Tim Hortons, they have the A&W coming. I was having a conversation the other day and I thought, well, what would be a healthy competition to a Tim Hortons and A&W than, as an unpopular opinion as it may be, but a McDonald's in Turner Valley. Turner Valley could no longer be a drive-through community on the way to Black Diamond for tourists, but now it could be a stop for tourists going through.
Yeah. I heard on the news the other day, the business news, that Krispy Kreme is trying to make its inroads into Canada again. Maybe we could see a Krispy Kreme store on the corner in Turner Valley.
You know, I'm not sure how I feel about Krispy Kreme. It was never really a favorite of mine. I grew up a Tim Hortons donut guy, if it hasn't made itself obvious. But you know what? I think at the start of things, I think we should be welcoming all really ideas that will help keep things moving forward. And like I say, to make this a stop destination as much as it is a drive-through destination. We used to call this the Cowboy Trail. It's still designated the Cowboy Trail. So that was part of my pitch, was make Turner Valley a stop on the way down the Cowboy Trail. It's a very popular place for lots of summertime, springtime, and late in the fall. As long as people can get on their motorcycles and their good cars to go through, why not make it a stop instead of a drive-through?
Yeah, well, that sounds excellent. Just thinking a bit more about municipal government in general. You know, council is a consensus group. You need to get along with people. They do debates back and forth. They have a whole administration that they need to deal with. It's going to become more complex with amalgamation, but do you have any experience or ideas about how the municipal government works?
I'm learning more about how municipal governments do work. I mean, again, being a realist, I'm sure that they can't agree 100% on everything, which is why I'm glad it's a 6-person council. It gives democracy its place to do what it does. I like the thought of teamwork. My professional background, working with professionals of the same degree as myself on a construction site, collaboration and cooperation are paramount to success on the job site. I believe it would be the same way when it comes to municipal government. Collaboration and cooperation, I believe, has to be paramount. If there's no agreements, then there's no progress. Right. So working together and trying your best, sometimes you just gotta swallow your pride and maybe take a loss on your particular ideas or your views to support the best interest of the town and the people. I think is key in that.
As long as you're allowed to express yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody should have a voice, I think so.
Yeah, that's good. So that should become more interesting as we go through the amalgamation process. I don't know if you have any particular thoughts on the amalgamation process you'd like to share with people or not.
I do believe amalgamation will be good for our community. know it's been resisted for quite a long time. I believe that this is happening, and I think the best thing for everyone now would be to just embrace the change, and let's try and make the most of it instead of trying to dig our heels in and fight some more. This could be great for both Turner Valley and Black Diamond. And as part of this interim council, amalgamation, from what I've been informed, will be on the forefront of the two interim councils, where we'll be working together to start aligning bylaws, tax discussions, revenue spending discussions, and trying to come up with a base plan for the next amalgamated council. Now, having equal representation from Turner Valley and Black Diamond would be the ideal thing, so I hope people taking note and voting and paying attention will keep that in mind for when the next election, which is knocking on our door quickly, comes along, so that we can all definitely make the best of the situation of amalgamation.
Okay,